told them this is the way to do it. Jobs. He'd get summer jobs for kids. If they needed a job, he'd get a summer job. They had to work out. But if he got them a morning job, they could work out in the evening. If he got them an evening job, they could work out in the morning. He'd call for former players. He'd call companies. He'd call other coaches trying to help them get a job. He shared their success. He was always bragging about his kids and their accomplishments. But it was never his, it was theirs. He always said, they or we. And if we weren't successful that Friday night, it was never them, it was us. And we did not prepare them well enough. He did the wonder word. Sent that to every week, to every single college in North Carolina, South Carolina, in the Southeast, to the recruiting coordinator, to every TV and radio station in the state. Lex wrote the offensive, I wrote the defensive, but this is what Boz did. Boz listed the 10 or 12 prospects that were in our area that didn't play for us, but he put them in there for college coaches to know what those kids did. He was helping somebody else's kids. Banquets. We celebrated success. Banquets were unbelievable. We had sit-down dinners for 500 people with big-name speakers, and he recognized every single player, coach, manager, trainer, anybody, volunteer, whatever. They all got recognized. Always. Every time. Loyalty. He actually went to several colleges to sit down with the head football coach when he felt like one of our players was not being treated fairly. He would make an appointment, drive to that school, sit down with the head coach, and say, now tell me what the problem is. And I heard him tell a major college coach in this state, if you do that to him, then don't ever come back to Kannapolis, because you'll never get another player from Kannapolis. And he meant it. And guess what? That coach changed his mind, and that kid actually got drafted for the pros. Staff. God, he had an ability to make a staff feel close. You know, Boz had nicknames for everybody, you know. Now, these are just a few of them, okay? I was usually Pedro. There'd be a time or two I'd be called something worse. But it was Jack Lambert for Mike, White Shoes for Billy, Jake the Snake for Bob Jacobs, Ron Barley was Barley, Hugh Gordon was Old Man, Gerald Hafner was Duck, Buddy Emerson was Crazy, Watts was just plain old Watts, Lex was Sexy Lexi. Jimmy Fowler was Proud. Falk for Falconberry. I mean, he just did that. That's the way it was. He treated you with respect. He took you to clinics. He put you up first class and fed you first class. And the greatest compliment, old Tom Merritt's here. Tom coached at Monroe and Ashbrook and places. And he said he wished he had actually come here and worked with us. That's what he told me last year. He said, when I saw your staff, y'all were always like a family. Y'all were always together. You didn't see one of them that you didn't see everybody else. He also said, Billy, you were dressed so immaculate. And I said, I know, but Linda took care of that. But if we did screw up, he didn't cuss us. He didn't threaten to fire us and all that mess. But I can hear him now saying, stone, or I heard this one too, white man. I mean, there's some things we did, you know. I mean, I'll tell about Billy first, then I'll tell about me. Billy had this thing about boxes coming into the coach's office, equipment stuff. And it didn't make any difference what it was. Billy wanted to see what was inside of it. So a box came in one day. Billy said, what is that? I don't know. So Billy goes over to Boz desk, and Bob's mother had gone to England, and she brought him a letter opener, really nice, with an insignia and all that stuff. Billy got that thing, and he started jabbing that box, trying to open that box. He went up and he went, and that thing went, ding! He went, oh God. So he went back over and put the thing in two pieces, but put it down in the holder. Well, Boz came in a little bit. He sat down there and said, hey guys, made a phone call, and he went to open some mail. He picked that thumb, he said, what? We were at camp one time, Western, and Mackie Carter talked me and one other guy. He says, let's go down to that juke joint down there and we can sell a few bottles. And we got us a Pepsi Cola too, you know. And I swear I didn't do a thing. The school van, I opened the van and the door fell off in my arms. I didn't do a thing, just opened the door. I said, God, Bob, they're going to kill me. I said, come on, Mac, help me put this thing back in. So we jammed it back in there and locked the door. And the next day, Boz went out there to go get in the thing. And he opened it and it fell off at his feet. He said, stone! And I knew the jig was up.